And our reporter Dwayne Anderson was also in the precincts of the Supreme Court Friday and picks up this story.
Open justice with a twist. Members of the public who were eager to hear the sentencing of Julian Silvera set up their Bluetooth speaker box on this utility pole outside the courthouse on Friday.
The police officer had a responsibility. You can't be there being taken in by all of this. You go and you see a body.
And when the verdict came, they were mostly content.
Well, justice serves still, you know. Justice serves, I hear the thing. Males are entitled to three inalienable rights. The right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And it's full time for men in Jamaica stop murdering women over simple thing. We call them simple because you can walk away. You can walk away. Well, you take somebody's life for what?
It could be more still.
How much?
No, me not go there, so but it could be more because me a woman too. And sorry to say, he's my comrade, and that is how he make me feel. He make comrade feel bad. You understand? I don't like it.
Melissa Silvera's loved ones walked out of court this afternoon to cloudy conditions. But despite the grim-looking conditions, they still saw a ray of hope, a little bit of light peeping through. The 20 years plus 10 months that Julian Silvera has been sentenced to, for them, takes them a little bit closer to justice and a little bit closer to closure.
We thought that the aggravating factors would have been more than the mitigating factors, but it is what it is, and he definitely has to now recognize that he has to do the time for the crime that he has done. So all in all, we are happy with the length, but we could have been a little happier. I think we would have wanted the full 25 years. 25 years would have been where we would have been 100% happy. Well, we still are at a place of closure. I think now we have more closure. It's just for us now to really reflect again as a family.
The team behind the family's relative closure, the Office of the DPP. They faced some public criticism for not going to trial to push for a murder conviction. The DPP, though, says she did not feel pressured.
I never felt like the public was on my back. My position is this. Most persons, when they hear manslaughter, they think of a motor vehicle accident and somebody has died. So education is what was required, is what is required. So I didn't feel as if the public was on my back at all. And I knew that when we got into court, and certainly when you were allowed into court, you would hear more.
Furthermore, the acceptance of the guilty plea seemingly worked out given the sentence.
The offense was manslaughter, and we got 20 years and 10 months. For murder, sometimes the sentence is just that, 20 years or even less. So, justice.
As for the likelihood of an appeal,
when you look at it in the context of 20 years, remember that the calculation in terms of imprisonment, you serve 2/3 of that once you are on good behavior. So it may very well be a situation where, in relation to the 20 years to which you refer, it may very well calculate to be about 13 years, consistent with the eligibility for parole.
Mr. Champagny says Mr. Silvera is repentant, regretful, and accepts his fate. He stressed it was Mr. Silvera's desire to keep his children out of the witness box in the murder trial that partly led to the speedy resolution of the case. The family also gave an update on the children.
They're settling down, they're in school, they have their sporting progress, so they're good. It's as you can imagine, for children dealing with this, losing their grandmother 6 months before losing their mother, and now this circumstance has happened with their father. It's as adults, none of us can deal with that, much less children. So it will be a difficult time for them, but they're good. And they'll continue to be good, and as a family, we'll continue to wrap our arms around them and support them.
TVJ News captured these exclusive shots of Mr. Silvera leaving the court on Friday afternoon. Mr. Silvera looked pensive as he boarded the truck, his next destination, prison, to begin serving time for his crime. Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.